Warning, warning. Bears are smelly and poop in the woods. PulseChain is up 69% for the week. Yes, I know it's surprising, friends. Baby dolls, it actually is the real number. It actually is up 69% this week. Pulse is now just 19% below day one sacrifice. Have a look at this too. If we scroll down, you can see PulseX is up 31% for the day. PulseX has now ticked up to 3.13%. I think this calls for a bit of a mega intro crank pump. This is what we're here for, friends. We're actually going to freaking crank it. I told yous. I told yous. Bears are smelly and they poop in the woods. How many times? How many times do you want to go through this, huh? You want to sell red candles? I hear. Go on. You want to sell red candles? Good. I'll buy them. I'll buy them. You got a hunchback. You drink room temperature orange juice. You sit on a chair that's not squeaky. You're very rounded elbows too, okay? Look at this green. Look at this green. The free market is pumping it. Now, you might say the free market is not so free. I say, yes, it is the free market. And the free market is bridging in money right now and pumping it more. What are you going to do? Get short? You know, we have applications for that. Go sign up to Famous, right? I didn't get any money from them. In fact, they don't even like me there. Go there. Go get short. See what happens, friends. Of course. Go. I want to put some relevant news as well. Richard Hart is now fighting the SEC, confirmed, with 11 lawyers, confirmed. I just spoke to my friend Corey Spaghetti Meatballs. He told me that these are big lawyer names. I had no idea. He said you could have gone for hours how deep and intricate these lawyers are, because it kind of makes sense, right? You've known anything about Richard Hart, never met the dude, I've never swam in that pond before, but you can kind of tell his brain just works like, okay, let me go find the best of the best and people who have worked on like big cases, you know? For all we know, he went to like the most biggest criminals. He's like, hey, how'd you not end up in jail? Sweet, give me your lawyer, right? Because he's the type of guy to do that. All right, now look at this. Elon Musk has confirmed that the corrupt SEC was hacked due to them not having 2FA for authentication. This is relevant. Why? CNBC, and the C stands for Cucks, that TV news network, they sent talking heads to say that the corrupt SEC's account was Twitter's fault, Elon Musk's fault. They went on to say that it was not the corrupt SEC who fumbled the bag with the account login, that it was Elon Musk. So Elon has just come out and said that those puppets are wrong. It was because they did not use two-factor authentication. They were just using like a basic password and login. They're probably still using like a Hotmail email for all we know. So this is really important, friends. This is building the case from the general public, the court of public opinion, that the corrupt SEC are a bunch of poopy heads. Now, we know they chug semen. We know they are semen demons. We know they have very hunched backs. We know that their slippers are very tarnished, very crumpled. No fluff. But this is really important to the case, because as the momentum builds with the price and the sentiment goes up along with the rest of the crypto market, it becomes harder and harder for Auntie Carol, who's the judge, to look at it and actually side with the corrupt SEC. Because we know the revolving door. We know everything that's going on here. I know we were all yelling it from the rooftops, but when you are seeing a big, fat, juicy red candle, no one wants to believe it. So if I just erase this green candle, this is all we were seeing, literally. Just before like 24 hours ago. That's all we're seeing. We're seeing, this is PulseX going down, okay? So when we're seeing this, this is really important to think about. And also, baby dolls, just a quick apology. The chart I showed you before was PulseX. Pulse chart is here. You can see it's very close to the day one sacrifice. All right, so because they're liquidity linked, etc. So PulseX is up 69%. This is up like 66. This is really psychologically important. You can see this weekly super trend. Just to clarify, it's just 3 times the average distance. If you can go 3 times the average distance up, we will confirm the trend, and that's what we need. We need to close above 0.0001. I won't be surprised if someone out there with a lot of firepower has been watching my videos and they go, you know what? I think day one sack is a good target. Let me tell you something, friends. Whales, okay, I don't know any whales, but if I did and I swam in a pond with a whale, whales don't reprice to a target. They're smart. What they do is they reprice way higher than a target. because they know people induce FOMO up the top. And then, right, the market price discovery goes much higher, and then you form a big higher range. Okay, so in a nutshell, if you knew that the target was 0.0001, they might just go, you know what, just send it to 000. Just send it to 3. Just send it to 3. Maybe it comes back to 1. That's what they do. Okay, this is the type of things that the games that end up being played. They get in, they fake everyone out because there's people going to sell there, and they shoot it up before. And trust me, this is really important, because once you see moves like this, it goes up, screws them out, and they just send it up higher. Maybe it does come back down. But this move up here, it makes every single person who sold really regret it. Trust me. It happened in Bitcoin, happened in Ethereum, happens in every single coin. They are scared of the sell button after that. Fascinating as well, the PulseX to Pulse ratio, which is probably going to be a sign of the heartbeat of the ecosystem, is at 0.30. Now, I've got to remind you, made many videos on this, I'll tell you again, because you're my friend, you have straight posture as well, please straighten your back. The fact that this ratio is 0.3 is shocking to me. It is very shocking. I thought it would literally be 90% lower. If I show you where Uniswap is versus Ethereum, it's 0.0018. It's actually down here. Okay, it's down here. So we are, compared to Uni, oh my God, we would be down 88%. Compared to, actually lower, friends. It's actually down here, 94%. Wow, we would be down 94%. It's to tell you something. The tokenomics and the holders and everything combined, PulseX the DEX, you do own the casino if you own it, because all the buy and burn gets routed into it. The market has accepted this as something juicy. Now, here's the thing. Yes, a lot of people did buy into the sacrifice with no expectations, right? Yes, we did get wrecked on it. But the fair value of this is beautiful. It means something shocking is coming in the future. So I know you like coming to Family Finish Show, wink, wink, wink. But also, I won't be surprised. You see up here, friends, this is ridiculous, okay? This is 0.50. What does that mean? It means a DEX with everybody poops on is half the size of a layer 1 chain, which most people consider extremely bloated. They go, there's no way that can happen. Well, you don't know Richard Hart coins, because I'll tell you right now, you're probably about to get the shock of your lifetime, because this thing ain't stopping for anybody. The corrupt SEC couldn't send this ratio lower, okay? All of the people who capitulated couldn't send it lower. Steph couldn't send it lower. Even our friend, Mr. Funding Gary, couldn't send it lower. Like, think about it. A lot of big players sold out. They couldn't send it lower. It means something's going on there. What it really means, friends, is that you can think of it two ways. The buy and burn's good, or everyone's just kind of figuring out slowly. Remember, Richard Hart coins, just to let you know, they front run the rest of crypto because we don't have market makers manipulating stuff along the way. So when we fall down, if I draw a chart here, because we have like absolutely redacted type of meth injected people, when people click sell in other markets, friends, they click sell, they use limit orders, it goes up, they iceberg, it comes down, they do this, right? And then people fake out, they do it like that, okay? That's how it happens in other markets. However, in Richard Hart coins, they don't do that. They just go, bang. Okay, it's very clean like that. So there is a clean move. So Richard Hart coins just go, all right, we're done. Because there's no one fighting the other side. It's spot market only. There is no leverage volume doing it to fight it, to obfuscate it with the market makers. So it's spooky and kind of cool how it front runs things earlier. It gets like before things go up, we go up because we're like leverage. Because what it means is if whales are out there ready to buy, and you can use like Richard as a proxy for everybody else, if he buys or if other non-believers want to sell, there's no one else to fight them. It's a clean, clear message, okay? But this is our competitive edge. Other people aren't really going to believe it. It's just that we've sat here a lot and we're able to see these beautiful things play out. So hopefully this PulseX Pulse ratio goes up. It is kind of scary, man. I mean, you've been thinking like, man, do I really want to hold the DEX that's 50% valuation of this? But I'm just showing you the buy and burn is ticking it up every day. Now, look, friends, yes. Also from my videos, I've told you a way to visualize market cap is like to look at a house. If a coin has a 100 million market cap, it's the same as everybody's in a house. There's 100 people, and you asked all of them how much money they think they have in this asset, and they all add up to 100 million. But here's the thing. The bid is only like 2 million thick. So out of 100 people, only 2 people can actually exit. That's actually the real number, right? It's literally like, it's actually like 3%. The real number, if everyone was to exit at once, is 3%. So about 1 in 30 people. But because there's volume on the way down, there's dip buyers and stuff, you can move it down. Instead of 1 in 30 people, it's more like you have like 1 in 15 people, which is still, honestly, it's not that many people at all, right? 1 in 15 people. Oh my gosh. It's around 1 in 10, maybe if you're super optimistic. 10% of people can exit. Yeah, that's how thin markets are. In Bitcoin, in Ethereum, in Tesla, in Tim Apple stock, in Amazon, all of these, it's the same game. So you ever wonder, why do these things go up? It's just markets and cycles. People have just been given too many currency units and they just don't want to sell that. That's it. They're working a job. They go feed themselves. Like, oh, I want to speculate on these lottery tickets. That's how they think about it. Speaking of lottery tickets, right? When we're looking at the other meme coins and everything else in the ecosystem, we might see them play it out like Bitcoin does and altcoins, where the spear leads and then this doesn't lead. So, but you're probably wondering, you want to get in something that's like leverage on the whole ecosystem. Yes, but it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed, and you might find these things start to go up when PulseChain parks itself or people start to get wind of it. So this is, for example, a troper. What I want to do is track it against Pulse. So if I click the PLS button, and you can see it right here. It's still in the buy zone, which is cool. Isn't that good? That's what I want to see. You can see a troper. You can see PI. They're all basically the same chart. Okay, I like seeing that. I like things where even if they go up a 2x, so from here, where's up a 2x? That's free, a 2x is just here, man. So this thing out of the box is a 3x. Like, that is juicy to me. That is juicy. So obviously not financial advice. You can do whatever you want. I don't really care. Hold your core coins, but start to look for these opportunities. At least just keep them in the back of your mind. There are things you're watching in the zone. Maybe Teddy Bear. Maybe if Teddy Bear comes back up, I'll show you. Remember Teddy Bear, looking at here, Teddy Bear had a very big run up, and I'm going to track it in Pulse, which is right here. Funny enough, Teddy Bear's actually back in the buy zone. I'm just going to wait it out and see what happens. But just to show you, right, this is why it's important. What I tell you, friends, see, as soon as you exit the box, it's like just the momentum plays. I want to be stuff that people can really believe in. The slingshot we're looking for, though, we're going to need higher prices. That's it. We're not going to see like meme coins, on average, all of them, just start sending off to the freaking moon by itself on a ratio. Most likely. We probably need to see that Pulse clear day one sacrifice, go to 3 times day one sacrifice, right? 3x day one sac, or maybe PulseX back to day one sac, that first round. And then after this, everyone's distributed, the break-even soy boys, as Ivan knows, right? Break-even soy boys, once they've gotten out, we finally rinse them out. Who knows? It could be, friends, could be 2 weeks, could be 2 months, could be 1 year, we don't know. Once we finally cleared that, then the zone going up, everybody gets absolutely ballistic. I think it's also important to watch my theories and see if they play out. Now, friends, remember I told you, I don't really care about, do you want to be right? Do you want to make money? Okay. Do you want to make money? Yes. So that's why you have core altcoins. You don't just go freaking all lotteries. We just don't know. Yeah, I may sound like a peanut brain that's been around, but you never really know, man. You just never know. With Icosa, okay, you got to see, right? You literally got to see me. It ticks into a Bitcoin halving year, literally just January 1st. It ticks into a Bitcoin halving year. And I remind everybody, hey, 1, it's a Bitcoin halving year. 2, Alex, with his magic beard, he is overdue for a release. Number 3, it's down so far against Hex. This ratio, right? This is the ceiling up here. It's down so far from the ceiling. My gosh, from the ceiling of Hex. Why? It's most likely because people think Hex is dead. And there's no staking. And there's no NFT markets for Hedron. So here I am coming in saying, well, look, man, this thing is so freaking cheap, so down low, right? Look at this, friends. Even where we are in the box, I mean, it still has, I mean, really, you can get like, it can go, this is again, the ratio against Hex. It can be in the box in another 2x. These are like super, super, super low prices. That's what I love. That's what I love. I love long-term macro things, deep value contrarian that you can participate in. The upside on these is huge, by the way. Not financial advice. This doesn't have to work. Okay, just talking baloney, but this is actually how it would happen. If this Icosa just gets back up towards the ceiling, by the way, the ceiling's up here. If this gets like towards the ceiling, this is a 6.79x on your Hex. So if Hex did a literal 20x from here, okay, and you did 6.7 times that, you get 130x on Icosa upside from here. Okay, but what do you need? You need PulseChain to recover. You need Richard Hart to be favorable for the corrupt SEC. You need Alex's bid to keep growing and him to release Icosa Hedron. You need people to stake again. You do need this runway to come out, but you don't really need to think too much about it. Don't just French peanut brain. You just go, okay, maybe it happens, whatever, throw a lottery ticket. That's the mentality you got to think about. But just telling you, nobody really believes when these first moves come out, because you're going to see a first thrust happens and then everything stops. That's why you might even see, right, as Hex rallies, this is the Icosa Hex ratio. It's still down here. I know, friends, I know. I love ratios. No one else really does, because here's the thing, what everyone's looking at. This is what everyone's looking at. This is Icosa USD. It's just done 2 green weekly candles. Everyone's really happy. Yay, no one really cares that it's done like this 15% wick up top. That's all everybody cares about. So if it continues, this is the same with iTropa, PDI. You got Hex orange address. You have any of the other coins. Okay, it's the same principle. You don't know when the slingshot's going to happen. You're playing for a slingshot, and it is what it is. I think it's beautiful that we can even do that. At the end of the day, you're still playing the core coins. You know, Pulse, PulseX, Hex, they're all real undervalued. Just that, remember, who's going to come out and be a break-even soy boy? You know they're waiting. But you just got to think, man. So yeah, we're super, super undervalued. There are steps along the way, right? And as we hit each step, each resistance, people think that's like an excuse. Sweet, I'm going to go throw around gambling money. But, you know, you can't stop them. And when they do, by the way, and some coins start going up, they get their friends to bridge in who just come in for the meme coins. So this is a pattern we saw happen with Solana, happen with Ethereum, happens with other chains. Okay, we're starting to see this pattern of behavior happen, and I guess you just got to accept it for what it is. This is what it is. People don't want to come in. Yeah, it's great we have like Fame, great we have liquid loans, great we have Mintra, we have all these things. It's fantastic and beautiful. We have them, but everybody's like a DJ. Everyone's just a DJ in the altcoin casino. They want to buy dog coins, they want to buy poopy coins, they want to buy memes. So just accept it for what it is. This boosts the network effect, and these people come in super impulsive. So that's exactly what we want. So where to from here? It's a good question. And of course, you know, I'm going to preface it by saying, well, no one really knows. But despite this big move, right, we are watching these things live unfold. You know, at the end of the day, you got to clear that day one sack. That's it. If we can close above day one sack for Pulse itself, close it on a weekly, this will flip green. And then you have a party time. It's traditionally, from all the numbers I've seen in crypto, it's very hard. Once a weekly flips green, it's very hard for it to flip red. Like, you need a lot of action. The only times it can happen in coins is when they've gone so far up in a bull market, on the way down, right? They might have like this double top retest later on. But then on their second way down, like, it's game over. Okay, it's game over. But they've gone up so much. Yet you don't even have this. You don't even remotely have this. It's not like Pulse did a like 92x and now it's coming back down and you're scared about a bear market. It is what it is. Okay, so once this happens though, there's break-even soy boys that are going to get out. It takes like 1 or 2, 3, 4 weeks. Usually it happened with Chainlink. It took like 2 to 3 weeks for it to create the launch pad to go up. We don't know, okay, how long it's going to take, but that's what we're expected. So yeah, it's going to take more time, right? You're going to probably see more meme coins fly off if people want to participate in them. And I want to let you know, once again, no financial advice again for the 10th time. Just because I was right in Chainlink doesn't mean I'm right in this. Just this is why. Who else? By the way, luckily you got a friend like me. Do you ever hear anybody talk like that? They don't talk like that. I wish they talked like that to me back in 2021 when I was watching them. Just because I got Chainlink right. Just like I said, Chainlink had to cross this $8 zone and then you're off to the races. So it was true. I also said, don't bother with limit orders under $10 for Chainlink. Don't even blink. Just get in, swallow your own nuts, go offside, and then come back and add another piece in a month or 2 or 3 and get your position bigger. Don't do this screwing around timing. I was very, very, very right about that too. What my similar thinking is, for Pulse, it's the same thing. So in a nutshell, as long as Pulse is under day one sack, I would auto buy Pulse, PulseX, Hex. That does include eHex, pHex. I know we've got the BankX issue here as well. If you just want to stick to cycle 1 coins, Pulse and PulseX, you can do that. You can play around with your own ratio. I'm overweight Pulse and PulseX versus eHex and pHex, just letting you know, right? Way more overweight. So that's something you can figure out, but it's all liquidity linked anyway. Okay, so that's just how I'm thinking. If I'm right about it, we're running out of time. Because the green candles are here, baby. I'm going to put on my Pikachu hat because we're going to need some companions. And, you know, the only companions we have are each other, because the power of friendship is going to save us, friends. Bears a smelly poop in the woods. We're going to crank it. Let's go.